Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to do some rotations. We're going to fix the rotations. So pretty much what I did, instead of calculating it in the value here, I put it separately. So it doesn't calculate after it's been changed, because that might alter the values. Well, it does. Don't know if that made sense, but hopefully it fixes it. And I need to connect my Quest before I do anything else. I also made it that you can change the tracking speed, that's the speed that something follows the controller, to be able to be changed using a slider. But instead of restarting the game every time, it'll just change it whenever you change the value. Alright, so I don't know why it's not working. Like, it's not spawning anymore for some reason. Maybe because I injected it. Oh no, not because I injected it. Because I'm copying the transform to the entity. So I should probably change this copy transform from game object. I should take that out. And it should be to game object. In this case, it'll be 2. Alright, so it's following, but something's going wrong. So I was tracking with one hand, but I think that was just Steam VR messing up. Alright, so I don't know why it's not tracking on the right hand. It's all tracking on the left hand. Well, not tracking, that's why I call it tracking instead of following. I should probably call it follow, but I'm calling it tracking for now. So right now, it's just tracking to the left hand and not the right. So I'll check the entity debugger this time and see what these objects are attached to. So I'm going to put some debug.logs for when it attaches it to, it adds a component, when it adds the left or right component. Well, first I'll fix this, these are missing for some reason, random thing. Alright, I found out the issue. I didn't put the global tracking speed. That's why. Right, so that probably should be fixed. So I'm going to change the offset to see the offset of the weapon thing, the stick prefab, stick offset. I'm going to put this further forward on the z-axis, so 0.5, and it should match the game controller rotation. Spent like 40 minutes on figuring out that problem. Hopefully I don't have any more issues. Alright, so I know the rotation issue that I'm having. Pretty much when I rotate the hand, I want the item on the hand to rotate also. The tutorial I followed showed, or the math tutorial that I followed showed something like you times the rotation, multiply the location with the offset, but I can't add a float 3 and a quaternion. Let's see if we can make a workaround. Let me look for that tutorial again. So we want to rotate, get the rotation, and times that, multiply that by attach pos offset. Oh, it works for some reason. Before it wasn't. Strange. It works now. That's really strange. Before it was saying you can't add a quaternion and a float 3. But it seems to be working now for some reason. Well, I'm not complaining. And that was from the Intro to Quaternion Rotations in Unity video. And that was by Hardly Difficult. I'm hoping this solution works. It bloody worked! Holy shit! That has been bothering me for weeks now. If you look back to my past videos, I've been trying to figure out how to do that rotation, but finally I get an answer from searching a Quaternion's video, which is good. I learned something. Progress. This was very essential. I'm glad it's working now. Before it wasn't working. It was like, cannot add a float 3 to quaternion. Yeah, to quaternion. Was it because I rotated it? I mean, switched it around? Oh, maybe it was because of that. Also, order does matter. When you're multiplying a quaternion in a float 3, the order does matter. With math.multiply. This is Unity mathematics, not the Unity engine math. That's good. We fixed the rotation. I crossed that off my list. And I did some convert and inject stuff. Crossed that out of the list. Time for physics. We're moving on to physics. Oh, okay. Let me just do a git push, git commit. Because we finally found a solution. And I favorite that video. It's a good video to understand about a bit more about quaternions when you're using it in Unity. Pretty much it's the same thing as rotate around, I think. I think it's like pretty much rotate around, but this is the manual way of doing it. I've been trying to find that for ages. I couldn't find it in any forum post, and I just happened to be looking for quaternion videos because I have no idea how quaternions work, so yeah, I found the video. So I'm going to link that in the description below. And there might have been a spoiler somewhere there while doing this git commit. So don't look too closely at my commits, because a potential story I wrote down kind of got leaked. And since I don't edit these, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll find a way to edit on YouTube instead. Just cut that bit out. I'll just repeat what I said just in case I cut that bit out. Check out the quaternion intro to quaternion rotations in Unity video in the description below, because it helped me out a lot. So see this potential narratives markdown file? Yeah, it was on that, so potential spoilers if you were looking closely. Still don't know if I'm going to do that story, and I don't know how much of it was shown. Alright, I checked it and it was just the starting part, so nothing big, just the start of the story. Now, physics. So I guess we're turning everything into a physics. Don't know how I'm going to change the character controller. I can maybe remove the player controller script and make my own one, but I definitely can't make my own OVR manager and camera rig. There's like a lot of code. Don't know. How will I do this? Let's see what happens if we convert this to an entity and inject. Let's just see what happens. I probably have to rewrite the physics, not the physics, the player controller for the Oculus player thing. I have to convert it to ECS. Unless I'm just going to do hybrid ECS where I just do all the physics in the Unity engine rather than ECS physics. I think OVR player controller might not be hard to do, to remake, but OVR manager and the OVR camera rig might be a problem to recreate. I guess I'll chop this video up by stopping the recording and starting it again. So this one will be like fixing rotation, or finally fixed rotation. I'll be right back.